Okay, so the question with us is, find the equations of lines passing through the point -2, 0 and equally inclined to the coordinate axis. Right, so let us first of all draw our axis. This is our y-axis, this becomes our x-axis. So now we have to find the equations of lines passing through -2, 0. So -2, 0 will be somewhere here, -2, 0. Right? Now, what else is the given condition? These lines should be what? These lines should be equally inclined to the coordinate axis. So when we say that a line is equally inclined to the coordinate axis, it basically means that it should make angle which are equal. So if these two angles are equal, so what these angles can be? We already know that this triangle which is forming with y-axis, x-axis and the line, right? This is a right angle triangle. So the remaining two angles should have some equal to 90, but these two are given to be equal since they are equally inclined to both the axes. So this is basically 45 degrees, right? But this is not the only geometry possible. What we can draw is, we can also draw something like this. Now in this case, let us call this line 2. In this case also, we can see that if this angle is 45 degrees, then this also becomes 45 degrees, and still this condition is satisfied that the line is equally inclined to the coordinate axis, right? So if we are talking about the first case, so in first case, if I have to find the slope of the line, then it is directly how much? Tan of slope of first line is tan of 45 degrees, which is equal to 1, right? Because 45 degrees is the angle made by the line with the positive direction of x-axis. But what about the second line? If you look at the second line, then in this case, the angle made by the line is how much? It is 135 degrees, right? We have to go 90 degrees and then travel further 45 degrees to reach the line, which gives us 135 degrees as the angle made by this line L2 with positive direction of x-axis. So we get M2, slope of line 2, as tan of 135 degrees, which is equal to -1, right? So now we have slopes of the two lines, two possible lines, and we also know that these two lines pass through -2, 0. So now to find the equation of lines, we have to use slope point form of the line, right? So let us directly use this and find the equations of the lines. So L1, let us talk about the first line. L1 will be y minus y1, y1 is 0, is equal to m1. m1 is how much? m1 is 1. m1 into x minus x1, x1 is -2, right? So if you simplify this, what will you get? You will get y is equal to x plus 2. This is the equation of first line. What about the second line? If you have to find the equation of second line, again the point remains the same, -2, 0. So y minus 0 is equal to, this time the slope becomes what? This time the slope becomes m2, which is -1, right? And further x minus -2. So this should give you y is equal to -x minus 2. If we take everything on the same side, it should give you x plus y plus 2 equal to 0. So these are the two possible equations of lines which will pass through -2, 0 and will be equally inclined to our coordinate axis.